Welcome to Retro Unboxing, and today we have here for you another super cool retro gaming system. This is the first ever colour handheld console and the first with a backlit display. This is the Atari Lynx. We're going to unbox, review and test drive this little beast, so sit back, relax and enjoy the video. So starting off with the packaging, on the top of the box here you got a picture of the Atari Lynx along with the text portable colour entertainment system. This was the updated version of the Lynx and it was released in 1991, otherwise known as the Atari Lynx 2, due to the original Lynx being released a couple of years earlier in 1989. Over on the left side of the box we've got your power requirements. She takes 6 AA batteries. And then on the right side of the box it tells you what's inside, basically just the Lynx console itself. And then on the front here we've got some game screenshots of the few of the available titles and another mention of it being a colour system. To the younger people watching that might seem a little bit funny now, but back in 1991 this was a pretty big deal, having a colour portable system. Then on the back over here we've got some more game screenshots, and again another mention of having a full colour video game system wherever you went. Then on the base of the box we've got the full rundown of what the Lynx was capable of. When it was released, this thing was in competition with the Nintendo Game Boy, which had come out just a couple of months earlier. Now I love the Game Boy, big fan, but to be honest, the graphics and the capabilities of the Lynx in comparison are seriously leagues ahead. I was actually a kid myself when both of these devices came out, and I never had a Lynx, but I did own a Game Boy, and I actually didn't even see a Lynx in the wild, and that's probably because not many people owned one. Now I think if I had to guess why this little Atari never reached the heights of commercial success, I'd have to point to 4 things. One, the Lynx was really expensive. I think it was about double the price of a Game Boy. 2, Nintendo was the biggest name in home gaming back then. They had massive industry clout and big marketing power, which really gave them a major upper hand over Atari. 3, Sega joined the handheld party in around 91 and it released its own colour system, which really put some pressure on the Lynx. And then 4, the Lynx just did not have the big name games or developer support, so the titles on this system were fairly limited. But all that aside, this seriously is a little beast of a system, so let's open up the box and we'll see what's inside. First off we've got your guarantee, which I believe may be written in Dutch. Perhaps one of you guys out there can let me know. Then we have your 90-day warranty card. And then we have your reply paid warranty registration, which was obviously never posted in. And it looks like it also doubles as a marketing information card for the company. Next we have your owner's manual. Now only a small section of this is in English text in the beginning here. We'll have a quick look through that. Got your troubleshooting guide, and you've got all the operations and functions. And then here at the beginning you've got an introduction. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of the new Atari Lynx portable colour entertainment system. Now you can play video games anywhere and anytime. The Lynx is not like other portable entertainment systems. Unlike any other portable entertainment system, the Lynx is not limited to a finite number of objects that can appear on the screen at one time, and the size of the screen objects is limited only by the borders of the spacious Lynx screen. Computer artists and game designers can choose from over 4,096 colours when creating the outstanding graphics for the Lynx entertainment system. The Lynx has a system clock speed of 16 MHz, making it the fastest video entertainment system ever. Now, after reading that introduction, who wouldn't want to dive in and get gaming on their Atari Lynx system? The fastest video entertainment system ever. So now coming to the stage, the animal itself, the Atari Lynx, the second last original game system that Atari ever released. As you can see, it's a pretty sleek looking device. Nice size 3.5 inch LCD screen. Much sleeker than the first Mark I Lynx. And it's a bit weighty, but I guess it had to be to pack the punch it did back in 1989 or 91 for this Mark II version. It's about 27 centimeters long, about 10.8 centimeters wide, and about 3.8 centimeters thick. Got your directional controls on the left, along with your off button and your on button, and your backlight control in case you wanted to save battery life. And there's a little power light here too. Then on the right, you've got two options buttons, and you had your A and B buttons. And something that you don't really see anywhere else, you've got a flip button, just in case you were left-handed. You could turn it over and play the other way, or for some games you could even play it long ways. On the top here, you've got your volume control, and we've got your headphone jack and your comlinks port. Now that's where you could connect and play with friends via multiplayer. Apparently it was capable of linking 16 Lynx machines up all playing together at once, but that said, the most an actual game ever allowed for was 8 players. You've got your AC power port, you've got your brightness control. On the back you've got rubber grips either side, and of course you've got your game slot to put your cartridges in, and you've also got these little clips to insert a carry cable. And down here on the base we've got a compartment for your batteries, and we've got stick 6 AA's in. The downside of having so much power and capability back in 1989 was that this thing seriously chewed through the juice. These 6 AA batteries would only give you about 4 hours of power, and that's compared to about between 10 and 30 hours for the Game Boy, and it only required 4 AA's. But this thing really was ahead of its time. It cost more to buy and it cost more to run, but it was more of a machine. So let's insert a game so I can show you the graphics this thing has. Once you get a look, I think you'll honestly agree that nothing came close to these graphics in a handheld until maybe the Game Boy Advance 12 years down the track. So this is Batman Returns. Apparently it's supposed to be the hardest game ever released on the Lynx. Guess I'll find out. As cool as this device is, and as good as these graphics are for the time period, not moving enough units meant that unfortunately not a lot of games were ever released for the Lynx. I think in total there are about 71 put out, and you can compare that to about 390 for the Sega Game Gear and over 1,000 for the Game Boy. But that said, the Lynx was only on sale till 1995 before it was discontinued, and in its last couple of years I think Atari were more focused on the Jaguar console being released, and so I think they'd given up fighting a losing battle against the Game Boy and the Game Gear. It kind of got neglected. Anyhow, I've got another game here. We've got Elvira Pinball, and we'll give that a quick go too. this game's not as impressive as Batman, so I think I'm going to have to maybe track down a copy of California Games on eBay next to get some good hours in on the Lynx. So that's the Atari Lynx, guys. I really like this little machine. This is the first one I've ever owned, and it's definitely going to find a nice home here in my collection. Probably right next to my other favourite OG handheld, the Game Boy, which I'll be unboxing on the channel soon. But back to the Lynx, and although it might not be as well known as its competitors, it does have a cult following these days, and I can see why that is. It's definitely worth still playing after all these years. If a 10-year-old me had $300+ back in 1989, I would have picked one up for sure. But better late than never, I guess. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. In a moment, I'll play you a TV commercial from the Lynx from the early 90s. But first, I just wanted to let you know, if you haven't seen my videos before, I upload regular news stuff featuring retro game consoles, retro tech, retro phones, retro toys. And so if that's your thing, please hit the subscribe button. And if you are a regular subscriber, you're welcome to suggest a piece of retro tech in the comments, and I'll try my very best to track it down to unbox it on the channel for you. So I'll see you again next time, guys. Here's an Atari advert from 1990.
Can anyone handle the power of color?
Atari Lynx, the portable video arcade. Lynx, so packed with action, racked with attraction, stacked with more games for total satisfaction. It'll blow you away. Lynx, more fun and games from Atari.